together. Further than that step, we can put it on the puppet itself. But so you can do these, and then I'm going to make the arms and make the face. So after I do this, I'm gonna make the arms, and then I'm gonna sew the mouthpiece fabric here. Then I have to create the mouthpiece and all that stuff. The face takes a long while, to be honest. The sewing, we're gonna sew these together. It's rather simple. There's a few things that need to be done first. First of all, with these things with the darts, just like we did the skull, you have to make sure when we sew, we put this part together, right? Don't sew this up and down by itself, it's not gonna work. We have to sew this part together. Bring it like that. And then we do the same thing for this one, right? And then we're gonna sew these together. Nice. When you're sewing, make sure these things are inside out. So I will sew them like this around here. Well, together around here. Make sure I line them up from the back all the way around. And then it will eventually look like a fabric version of this. Okay. The same for this one. What I like about it, the arrow showed me which way it's supposed to stand, what the lines I made. So I'll sew like that. Make sure when you sew that you don't sew the top or the bottom, and then your arm can't get through it, right? But first, it's always good practice to pin these down. The pin is hopefully you can keep your place. Okay. So keep place, make sure it's evenly done. Pins here. Pin this together. You know, I usually pin with things that have a dart like this one does. I pin it together and make sure that I sew along here. Sometimes it's tricky to sew and pin together. Okay. It's harder to do with fur, but the main point is pin shows you where the marks are. And so we're right. Okay. Don't sew this on here. So I need a mark. Oh no, you saw that. Sew the back of the head. No, you don't. You don't sew. You gotta leave a couple openings, right? Because this is where your arm's gonna go through. and I have to connect it to the body. I might have to make a neck, don't know yet. And then the mouthpiece is obvious going here, so you don't want to close that shut. Okay. It's all pinned down, sorta. The first kind of thing, so not working as well. Thread. The part I really hate is trying to thread it. Some machine's still not working. Kind of giving up on it. So a little hassle, and hassle gives me probably better control. It's okay. See, my work turns out a little better when I hassle. Except for the first time I did. That was pretty bad, but you probably seen the old Fred. Well, I guess he's the second time. That's my second puppet. The old Fred I used the wrong yarn with thread or whatever. It's all white, then tight, and then so it's tight enough, so it's patchy. And it just got worse from there, but it's okay. We can live and learn. But yeah, I really hate trying to get it to me. My hands are just big, and those things with the thread through are so small to me. You have to be precise. It strains my eyes. That's good. I'm just tired. I'm all done. Okay, so here. Where did it go? It came it came out. See? And then it gets jammed. Let's try this again. Try this again. As much as this like puppy building frustrates me at times, it's really a real nice thing. But just me and myself. It's like when I was on this one thing in high school. Cause even though it's a team sport, we practice and we practice as a team, right? But it's all individual. It's like when a basketball team and football team does sprints, they're not working together to do sprints. They're individually doing it, and that's what it was. So we are practicing as a team, but we're alone at the same time. So it's a team sport. You know, when we run a race, well, swim a race, it's us in that lane by ourselves. We're the individual ones. And as we place win points for the team. We're all working together, right? But it's so individualized. That's what I liked about it. It's kind of like this puppet building thing. Even though I'm a team of all, just one, right? Let's say this is an average puppet shop. You know, somebody would design a puppet, right? Sometimes they're just, just an illustrator, concept artist, or somebody's commissioned something, they draw it up for you, right? And then it goes to, I'm assuming, a workshop or a puppet builder, and he'll get the crowds and tools they need, and start working on it in the workshop, right? So you need somebody to make the puppets. And then the performer, whoever that may be, makes it come to life, right? Let's try this one again. So it's a whole team effort, even though everyone has their own individual parts. You know, in a workshop, like, somebody will be working on the phone, for the body, somebody's making an arm, somebody's making the eyes, and you can be as individualist if you want, or as collaborative if you want. It's really interesting. How do you say occupation of hockey and whoever? It's really cool. It's like when you swim or even track does the same thing. You can swim your individual events, or you can run and swim in a medley or a relay when it's you doing an individual part, but also there's 3 other people doing their individual part for the same race. So all these people working together to make a puppet. That's awfully kind of good. You gotta make the best head, or best eyes, best arm for it, and I gotta make the best belly for it, or the feet for it, right? And then we'll come up with the best process, with product, not process. It's really cool. There's a video, YouTube video, Adam Savage. He did a few years ago, I think, and it's like a puppet building day. He's a free client who works for Henson's and Sesame, all that good stuff. He did a puppet for Avenue Q, and they're making a puppet for Adam Savage. And what's interesting and really cool about it is that they have, I think Rick and Adam was sitting there, and they're doing the concept of it, and they're writing it down, right? So that's one part. They talk their ideas, and then they have someone make the brain, someone do the arm, someone do the, I think Adam did the eyes, somebody does the fur pattern, all that stuff, does the measurement. It's really collaborative now. It took a lot longer if one person was doing it, but a lot faster and more efficient when one person does it, and I think it's fun of it. You can be by yourself or work with other people. But you also have your own little part you can control. And if you want to be by yourself that particular time, but hey, I'm gonna work on this part, this is my part, and you could do that if you like. And this stuff is coming out already. Hopefully it takes fast. I'm doing a really long video. If it gets long, originally I was just going to show you how to pin it, and then I was going to sew it up, I was going to end it and then screw it on with the finished product, but I don't know, this way I can just talk. Probably should do a live, that probably make more sense. I don't got that many followers, so can't do a YouTube live. I don't know if I want to watch for Facebook or Instagram. That's the only way I can do it. You see it starts taking shape. Make sure we're still kind of lined up. My pins fell out because the fabric's kind of thick. Let's see where we are. On time. 14. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll be, next time you see, these will be sewn. And I'll show you the finished product in the second half of the video. So, well, I just got done sewing these parts. See, this is the head, okay, and this is the body. So, I think I'm gonna end up having to cut this in half to put the mouthpiece on. But this code's a little too small because this puppet's small itself. We'll get to there in a couple of videos. But this is how you put it on. Have it inside out. Okay, you can see how I sewed along here, and I left those openings. This is for my arm to get through, and this is for the mouthpiece, right? Now take a skull, Take the skull and basically wrap it around. Oh, this was kind of hard because of the shape. There we go. You see now it's on there. I see how it looks. And I put my hand in it. See? Now when I actually do the mouthpiece, I'm gonna have to take this off and sew it inside out, right? Then I'm gonna have to cut some plastic or whatever and make the mouthpiece here. We'll get there when we get there. And so for this one, the body, I used the same pattern, you remember, and I made it bigger, just a little bit. And see, I sewed, remember how I cut it? The lines were going up, right? So I sewed it going straight up here and here. And I left the opening, well, the top open and the bottom open for my arm to get through it. And this, you can see, the top is slightly bigger than the bottom, right? And I left it split here. Maybe easier to get around here, so look. It's a little snug, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. You see? And then I'll just sew this part together. Also, there's ways you can cover the seam. Just take your needle here and fluff it out. You can fluff it out, see? Now the seam is covered, right? They're gonna cover it. And that's how you get rid of that. And let me sew this closed. I'm definitely not taking this part off again. And a couple seconds I'll show you something. I'm gonna sew this closed. The good thing about fur is I can just sew right onto it like this and it doesn't really show. That's a good thing. If it's like fleece, Dantron fleece, other fleece, all the mother felt, where you can pretty definitely see it. Hard to hide. And there's other stitches. I just use flip stitch, ladder stitch. I'm not that married. I don't understand ladder stitch, but it's okay. There's great videos on YouTube about ladder stitch and whip stitch. Adam Cringer has a great one. There we go. It's all closed up. It looks like nothing was in there before. And just fluff it out some. On this side, see that hard line there? Fluff it out. And what I like about, you can still feel where the thing was, but when you want to put your arms in, right? This is what I'm being honest with you. I make them and then I place them. When you put your arms in, you just feel for the seams. That's how I do on them, right there. That's where I would put them, right here. Okay, and then see, that's how it's looking as of right now. See that? Put the head here. And we're really getting there. Now you have the head and the body. There we are. See? Looking pretty. Now, you can have it just like this, right? Or I can leave a little room and make a neck. It won't take long. That's kind of a style, artist choice. If not, I'll just take these off and sew the inside together. Get there. Also, if you're performing this, you might want I might make a sleeve. Actually, I'm going to make a sleeve here. This way I can help cover my arm in the shoe. Right. So if my arm is too high, you won't see all my arm. You can see the fur still down there. But this is what we are right now. So the next video, we'll be making arms. Just use this pattern. It's real. It's not. I wouldn't say it's real simple, but basically you cut this out, and then you trace it for your fur, right? And then you want to trace this, cut, and make another one for your arm, the foam arm. Then what a lot of people use, you make your puppets point, like Megan here. They make a point. You see that? It been arm fingers like that. There's wires, well, armature wire. And I'm gonna do that, and then make the arm rod, and drill it, and put that on. So it's a bit of a process. It's one of the most tedious processes. So it might be a longer video. But that's where we are. We're getting there. So after the arms, I'll sew the mouth in and make we'll put the mouth plate. I do the mouth plate, and then the fabric mouthpiece. And then after that, there'll be the facial features. Eyes, ears, one, nose. That's the most fun. It's creating the character. So next time we'll be doing arms. Thank you for watching. Bye.